Can you? It'll be
My,
fun.
my CPU is being overloaded, so it's not that. Oh,
That
it is. Great.
banana. Banana. I don't know why I'm sorry. But this is so cute. I wish I could appreciate the technicality of it, but I will say that it looks like hard work, and I wish you luck.
It was hard work. I mean, it wasn't that hard, but it was definitely, it required effort and concentration. But it wasn't too bad.
I'm happy for you.
It's an exploded axonometric drawing that's rotating.
Mm. Didn't know they had animation. It was so cool.
What do you mean?
Oh, like I see the movement slow by slow, but my first thought was that maybe it's an animation, but my immediate second thought was that.
It's slow because it's rendering.
Oh, cool.
It's supposed to be, I mean, it's technically real time, but it's not really real time. It's like a little bit slow. It's a little bit slower than real time. I'll show you when it's done.
I will be waiting. Hopefully, we'll be up by then.
Yeah, it'll take like another 5 minutes.
Cool, I'm here.
And it's workbench rendering. You know what workbench is?
Nope.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a workbench rendering. And it's a looping animation too.
Cool.
Now it's gonna go back down any second.
It's falling. No, it's not. Cool. Sorry, I have one brain cell. I'm trying to make it work.
Dude, man, I feel like
Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Alright, so I kind of left the Discord. I don't know. This wasn't feeling the vibe there, so. So let's try making the sync here. The general goal was to not spend too much time on this part, but maybe on that note we could try to. Part of me is like, I want to try to get enough detail so that you can at least tell what's happening. Oh, great, an ad. But at the same time, like, I don't want to spend more than I need to on this. Let's look at the time. So it's 8:50, so it's about 9. That's weird. Thought this would smooth the sides there. Oh, that's weird. Thought it would that is so weird. Okay. Just a little bit. Let's see, let's delete that. Let's do shade smooth. Then I'll go back on it and harden the ends there. Go mark sharp. There you go. I don't know why that was so hard on this. Well, you know what? It's probably because I made it from a cube and that had an influence on the angle of the edges, but I don't really know. Be something like this. It's kind of like it, it's kind of not like it, but oh god, I gotta turn off auto depth. I wonder if this will work if I tell it to loop tools circle. Do this edge too, maybe. Yeah, that kind of works. Let's see if auto smooth works on this one. It's a little better. Apply that. And let's get rid of that. Let's make these edges softer. Looks like a Counter-Strike 1.6 nozzle. Okay, let's save. And so I think, I mean, it's only been, I think, a day, and sometimes it takes longer than a day for the copyright detection to hit, so it's kind of risky to stream again with the Matrix soundtrack, but I just like the like while working on this to have the Matrix sound music, so I kind of don't mind again if it does kind of get blocked. But I wanted to kind of experiment maybe later with other movies that I like. So it'll be fun to see what we learn from it. Let's see. Let's Try to bevel this corner. Something like that. It's not as thick. So use the move tool to squash it. If I do this, if I turn the gizmo back on, so we could leave this on. What if I do this? Oh, that's kind of good. Maybe I should shortcut this. Transform. Take this off. Might do that. I might replace this one. So I'll take this off here, move from quick favorites, and I'll add this one. It's here. Transform. Kind of wish you could change the order of these. Oh well, it's there. It's kind of like an eclair. Is that how you say eclair? Add another edge loop right there. Let's get that extra shape there. Might pinch it more. Yeah, that's pretty good, convincing to me. And then I'll add a cylinder. It's a little high, but I don't mind. Something like that. Let's combine these. Should I make the sink opening? I mean, it could add to like the bounce, like how things bounce. So like light would bounce in here and bounce back up and reflect color. But like the shots like here, so you don't even see this. It's like really flat. So I feel like it's almost pointless to do that. Let's just ignore it then for now. There's a bunch of props like on a table, on the shelf. I mean on the cabinet top, but I don't think I want to do that. Let's do the stuff in the front now, actually. So let's make the legs for the table.
Find your favorite TV shows on YouTube. Get
So
stars, MGM Plus, and more.
I think
On YouTube.
I'm gonna do this. Let me look at the other soundtracks. I feel like Trying to think if there's a better way. Okay. Could do like a skin modifier, and I could do it with like points there. I could just extrude a cylinder and sculpt it that way. There was something someone mentioned that I could do. Let me try something. So I saw this YouTube video where they did this. Here, find this. They did this where there was an opening, so you select these two, Control E. I didn't want to do this, but I think this is actually going to yield the fastest and cleanest results. Let's scale it, see, got Y, but it's 0. Move it over. There you go. And then I could go select these guys and do visual draw me to mesh. Oh, that's really dense though. We could ignore that, the fact that it's so dense. What is that? What's it at, by the way? It's at 9,000 for that one. Wow, they're the same resolution. They're both 9,000. It's not that bad though. I could just go decimate, and I could just go 10% of that. Now it's at 900, and it looks the same. That's pretty crazy. Let's apply that. Decimate. Go 10% of that, and let's apply it. And apply it. I'm going to combine those. Did it eat up the curves? I don't see the curves anymore. Oh, they did. They turned into mesh. That's cool. It kind of auto cleaned itself up there. So let's just say there's one over here. Let's say, oh, that's confusing. There's one over here. I'm going to use this curve again, so I'm going to put it over here. Let's see, let's go X-ray mode, and let's go top down. Let's try to orient it where I think table, chair, legs should be. Do another one over there. Something like that. I don't think this is perfectly... Every time I move the floor by mistake, I just right click so it snaps back. Let's just say that's kind of good. Grab these legs. Pull in. We don't see the bottom, so I'm not going to bother making the feet for it. Let's try making these chairs. These chairs are interesting. So I can see curves in them. I could see maybe a cylinder with a cap on it. Since it's so close and kind of centered, I'm going to do the squiggly line in the inside. I'm trying to decide if I want to add the arc first or the arc later. I think adding the arc first will make it harder. I kind of want to see, like, okay, I want to do a test here. So, like, let's say I have my back of the chair like this. And then let's give it like a ton of cuts here. So that's like the back of the chair. I do all my modeling, but now I want to bend it. How do I bend it? We could add a curve model, like curve thing, so it follows the curve. We could do a lattice. Let's mesh deform. Oh, I know I could do curves, so that's like that's like a safe bet. I want to see what lattice does, or mesh deform. What the hell? What's this? Okay, nothing happens. I don't know what this does. It sounded like what I wanted, but it didn't do anything. So I'm missing something there. Let's try simple deform. Let's see what that does. Whoa, that's trippy. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Let's put the center in the... Why is it over there? That's weird. Why did it not center? Is it tied to something? Why is it not centering? That's really bizarre. Oh, it was already centered. It's just the bending caused it not to be centered. Let's try it again. Simple deform. This is kind of doing what I want. It's like, it looks like it's walking there. I think it's a bend, but I needed to bend. Needed to bend like there. Oh, okay, that's what I wanted. Simple deform. So I could do the arcing afterwards and do it on the z-axis. That is so cool. Okay, that does it for me. That's awesome. What if I like grab everything and then shift it? Oh, so if I shift it from the center point, it also plays a role. That's cool. Okay, that's really cool. So you don't have to go through the trouble of making a curve and lining it up and making the center point matter more, and like, oh, it's such a headache. But this just does it. Let's see what the other options do. Just to see what they do. Stretch. What the hell? Oh, that's interesting. And that's center point based. Whoa, that's trippy. Whoa. What's this do? Whoa, that's so cool. You could make like the back of a flat screen or something. What if I turn off That's so cool. Okay. Let's switch back to bend. So that did what I want. That's cool. Okay. I'm gonna delete this. So that means I could make the chair and then bend it later, which is cool. Trying to think, how do I want to make this? I was thinking about doing an arc, but now that I can do that, I mean, I was thinking about using curves, but I don't think I need to. So I could just bend it after. Yeah, so let me think here. So I can do a cube. This will be the cushion, I think. I think I'll manually sculpt the tapering on it. Yeah. Trying to think how I want to handle the beveling. I guess we could do this. We could select all the edges, then deselect the center. There you go. I might add this cut too. So deselect this one, and I could bevel the corners. Just added 2 subdivs there. Let's not apply it just yet. I might do some more stuff with it. Let's add a cylinder. Let's go down in cuts. Let's go down to like 12 cuts. Rotate it to, actually no, it's not rotate this one. I could add a sphere on top of this to get the top thing. Potentially there's a quicker way though. Although it's pretty easy actually, maybe I should just do it. The scale might be off though, so that's kind of an issue. I'm trying to think what would make the most sense here. If I could extrude it and then slowly cap it myself manually. Yeah, let's do it that way. Alright, let's just try it that way. So we don't have to worry about lining things up. Trying to make things proportional. Right now it's gigantic, but we'll scale it down later. See how that looks. Maybe it's a little thick. And we don't really see the bottom of these, so maybe we don't even make the bottom of the chair. Yeah, I don't know what the design of the bottom part is, so I honestly might not make it. I'm gonna control X that, delete that edge. So I just build like up to here and then just let the bottom be nothing. And then for the top, what I was thinking is I'll just do it manually. So extrude, extrude, and then I'll just merge the top. Is that viable? I mean, it kind of works. Let's see what the edge is doing. What I could do to help transition it is add an extra edge loop and then let that be more of like the very tip of it here, so it won't look as bad. Yeah, that's better. And then just kind of evenly space it more so it looks more cylindrical. Why doesn't this work? Oh, you know what? There. It was down there, I didn't see it. Okay, so copy that one over this side. Then we'll add another one. Rotate it Y90. Make it thinner. Let's chop off the ends here. I don't need them anymore. This side. Let's see, what else is there? I think once I add the arc, it'll feel like a chair, but until then, it's like an ironing board or something weird. Something kind of... We got the squiggly thingy. Bring this up a little bit higher. Make this a little bit thinner. Make this one thinner. Can I do this? Active element, individual origins, that's what I want. So now they both scale on their own. I think they need to be thinner, so you could also maybe bring them back a bit like that. Yeah, that kind of feels convincing to me. Make this thinner too. Center origin. Like that. And then the squiggly thing. I could do a curve for it. I could do, yeah.
Find your favorite
Let's try
movies and
curve.
TV shows on
Let's
YouTube,
see.
Paramount Plus, MGM Plus, Max, and more on
Let's
YouTube.
try path curve. Let's bring it smaller. Edit mode. Ideally, we like space it evenly here. We could try something mathematical where it's like, okay, this lines up perfectly. Let's go to medium point. Doing our best to match the top corner here. So now these are all evenly spaced. Could do subdivide maybe. So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 1. Wait, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we need 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, that's about right. Just grab every other one. And then I just pull down. Like this. And then I'll pull these up actually. Actually, I'll pull these up. Ooh, it's like, it's not perfectly. Kind of fighting it a little bit. But we can add a bit more. I can't see part of it there, sadly. A bit further apart there. Manually adjusting it here. These can come up higher. That's about right. Then let's bring them all over to the chair. The squiggles, and then where'd that thing go? Oh, it's right there. Let's bring this closer. Let's save, and then I'm going to apply this thingy. So go to geometry, object, and then select that one. Make it smaller, like this. Yeah, that's about right. I'll do visual geometry to mesh, and then center origin, and then put it in. You maybe go in there with the sculpt tool, delete that guy. I could just make this subtle adjustments here. So I want this one to be lower. It's probably really high res too. So I could decimate after. There you go. Nice. Let me think. If I, well, yeah, I mean, I could decimate after deforming it. So, oh wait for a sec, and then we could also taper it too. We could try tapering it with the simple deformer too, just to see. So, let's look at the modifier tab. Let's give it some geometry here. Oh no, what did I do? What did I do? It moved. Look, is there any is there anything on the timeline that caused that to move? Oh, I have auto key on. That's probably what it is. Oh, why did I do that? Let's go here. Yeah, you can see there's a transform here. Where are you? Can I find dope sheet? Where is that hotkey? I'm sure there's a hotkey somewhere. There it is. That's what caused it to flip. Mess me up. Okay. Let me go to timeline. Yep, it's the time. It's this guy. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this. I turned off auto key, so we're good now. That screwed me up so many times in the past. Take a drink. I have not been keeping track of time. Well, I guess we could look at the stream time and make an estimation there. So 46 minutes, only almost an hour, and we're still modeling, sadly. Let's see, so do we have any cuts going this way? We do not. We need cuts going this way. So let's add like something where we have a center line there. And we probably don't need cuts on this one. Actually, for the tapering, we probably do. So I'll add like a couple not as much
Find your favorite TV shows
on the
YouTube,
side.
Max, Stars, MGM Plus, and more on YouTube.
The centerpiece, I think it's fine. I think we'll subdivide that. So I'm gonna hit one on the key. Actually, no. Let's make sure the bottom stays hard here. And now we can subdivide. Let's go level 1. One. This guy we won't apply the decimation yet because I want to deform it first. So let's combine these dudes. Combine them. And then let's try that simple deformer thing. Where is that? Simple deform? That looks so cool. And go to bend. And then if I wanted to bend up here, all I gotta do is, that's not the right button. Move it up, and then the origin point, it changes, so I can't see that. Yeah, so my nose. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to Z.
Stars, MGM Plus, and more
Oh, it's not centered. Let's go to center origin point. Yes, there we go. Is this arcing okay for me? I think it needs to be a little more, so let's raise it a little bit. I think that's good. Let's apply. Let's also do another one, but we're gonna do the from the bottom, so make this bottom taper more. Simple deform, and we're gonna try taper. Let's see if I can find, yeah, that's what I want, but not that extreme. See where the center point is. Oh, center point's up here. That's not what I want either. It's probably really high because all this geometry is so dense, so it's putting all the weight there, which is really interesting. Ooh, that does not look good. Oh, okay. I thought it was overlapping. I thought it was duplicate. Let's see what this does. Where is the center point now? Down here. Let's try to erase the tapering here. That's way too extreme. I just wanted to see how it would feel. Let's go down a little. Right there. Let's change the rate of taper. Right there. That's pretty good to me. Kind of want it to taper forward too. Or I could just rotate it. Yeah, I'll just rotate it forward. Control A on this, and it'll apply it here. There you go. And now I could decimate that piece that was like way too high. This guy. Separate them for temporarily separate them. Oh my god, that's so dense. And then I said, let's try it this way. So it's F3 search, and I go decimate. I can go like 0.1. So it went down from 36 to 3.6. That's still pretty high though, actually. Let's go like lower. Let's try 0.05, so it's like 5%. Yeah, that's fine. So it's at 1.8 now. It's like it doesn't hurt like the overall silhouette or anything, so that's cool. How much is this? This is 6K. Let's shade smooth it. Yeah, it's okay. It serves its purpose, so I'm gonna keep it at that resolution. And then let's put these chairs around now. So save. And I'm going to give them all a chair. You get a chair. Something like this where it leans forward. And we're kind of forcing the perspective a little bit for the camera, but we'll see. You might change it later. We'll have to look at the camera more to find out exactly what's best here. There's one that's over here. I think yesterday we spent 2 hours on this, and the goal was always to hit 1 hour, so not the best. Something like this.
Find your favorite TV shows on YouTube.
This is probably blocking the center of the thing, so I'll move it over.
On YouTube.
This actually goes really low, or maybe the camera's really high. Don't know yet. But we got that there. I can make some clutter in the middle, maybe. I feel like I shouldn't do that, but I could do some simple shapes like cylinder. This is like the roll paper of towel. Why is my brain so dead today? There's like 2 rolls. I don't know what that other thing is, but I'll put that there just to have like as a visual noise. There's like a bowl, which is kind of like a cylinder. Like that. Maybe it's not a square. I mean, maybe it's not a cylinder. Maybe it's a beveled cube. So like has rounded edges. So if I go edit mode, like these faces are all beveled. Like that. And it's taller. Like that. And there's stuff in it, but I don't want to do that. You got a cylinder up front. I'm going to make it a little bit higher res because it's closer to the camera. Let's go like 24. Maybe it's like this. I don't know what this thing is. It's like a shiny metal cylinder with a thing on it. And it has like a lid. It looks like it has a lid next to it too. It has like a lip on the top though. Not that. I'm not gonna do the inner shape on it. There's like a cube of butter. I don't know why it's like framed so well. Is there some reason behind the butter? And like we can make the edges kind of beveled to give it like more of a softer feel. Make it a little bit not as tall. And let's make like a plate for it. Smooth it too. Let's see what else is happening here. There's another cylinder with like a handle on it. Do we make that handle? I think it's so thin, I don't think it's going to register. I don't think it matters, honestly. But just for the sake of interest, I think there is a slight change in shape here. So I'll kind of show that shape change.
Discover new music with a swipe on the YouTube Music app.
There's a bunch of stuff on the table. There's like the ashtray. I think that's like a box of match of boxes or box of matches. Okay. Box of matches. It's like sitting on something, but we can't see what that is. I think this is kind of generally good practice to like learn or get faster at like blockouts, I guess. Like kind of be like, how would I make this? How would I make this? How would I make this? So like normally what would take me like a whole day to do, we end up doing like 2 hours. At least that's generally what I'm hoping would happen. It just takes less time. Ooh, that's interesting. Oh. Ooh, that's crooked, isn't it? Oh god, what's happening? Double tap G does not like that. I'll add a cylinder on the top. Or, yeah, cylinder on top. We could add a bevel to this tabletop too, maybe, just to give it slightly more resolution. This, so it just feels more defined. If I do auto smooth on it. Yeah, that feels a little better to me. I could try making the ashtray, but I kind of don't want to. We could define it as a general shape too. There's also stuff happening I don't understand what's happening. It could be a cloth. Under the second cylinder. There's also a vase that says sugar on it. We can make the... So this is really low. It's like down here, I think. Which kind of doesn't make sense. But I think... It's like... I don't know. Yeah, that's really weird. Did they force that chair to be so low? No. Maybe just make this low. I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't make sense. Oh, I guess they're really high. That could be a factor too. Maybe like right here. Wait. I really haven't put this person in the right place yet, so it could also be a factor. And this proportion's not correct maybe too, so. I don't know. Let's just ignore this. We could always add more later. Let's do bigger things first. So we kind of went in, we did some small stuff. Let's do bigger stuff again. Let's bring this out. 90 degrees. Just checking back here. Make this smaller. That. How much is there here? That feels about right, honestly. I'll bring this one in as well. You could maybe assume this is happening there. We can't see it, but I might copy these over. Rotate 90 degrees. Something like that. Huh. Trying to see how this aligns. It feels right here. Well, actually, no, these are way too high. Bring these down. Just like right here. And then these go higher. Let's actually combine these two. Grab these and pull them up here. Combine these. Select the tops and then just pull those out as well. Oh, that's weird. Did I duplicate on there? What's happening? Ooh, I had a duplicate there. That's not good. But I think that looks better. And then, where does this line up? So this... I think something's missing here. No. These might be wider. So I could bring these over more, but I feel like it's not that wide.
Based on your mood.
Could do this. Make this wider. I feel like it's way too wide though. Maybe like right there. They're actually not centered over the sink. They're actually centered. Delete that one. They're actually centered more over here. Like over here. The center for the sink is like... It's like maybe like right here. Which actually works for us, I think. This... Let's see, look at the reference here. There could be two rows there, maybe. This is tilted slightly. Oh, it's kind of tilted this way too. Bring that in more.
Find your favorite TV shows on YouTube. Get AMC Plus, Paramount Plus.
Could maybe also round this top part a little bit. Probably broke this. It's okay. Kind of don't mind the slight offset, like natural slight inaccuracies. Like I feel like it adds a bit to it. And then I'll rotate the whole thing like that. It's probably like a double sink or something, maybe. I can't tell though. From what I see, it looks kind of like this. I don't know what's happening here though. Potentially, there could be like smaller stuff for like forks or something, so we could maybe do this. Oh, what did I do? Why can't I pick anything? Oh, that was weird. That looks so small. That doesn't make sense to me, honestly. This looks too small. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. This looks too small. So we have this kind of space that I just don't know what to do with over here. I don't know what's happening in the reference. I could see the tip of it here. So it shows, but I feel like it's too big then. Maybe it is just really big. Because I see it here in the reference, so I don't know what's happening in between. I feel like that's massive. That's huge. Yeah, that's okay. And I don't know what's happening over here. We could probably combine these two, so we could just do this. And that feels visually, I think, more... Yeah, that feels better to me. This is just a massive shelf. I don't know what you'd put in there. These look kind of too small now. I was thinking combine these and just be able to do this. I'd say maybe these are like for forks or something. Oh my god, I think I'm getting a little obsessive again. We're talking about the logic behind the size of a cabinet that's supposed to be a study for lighting. Okay, so something like that. I see the double handle thing over there. This one, well, yeah, I guess it would work. And then there's tons of clutter back here. I could see like a roll of roll paper towel or like some kind of roll here. So let's add that roll. Let's keep an eye on the clock though, so I have to remind myself not to get too obsessed here. So I can move on and do other things today. Wait, what am I doing? I gotta do rotate 9 degrees. The roll is like maybe about that far in. And then what I'm going to do is duplicate that face. And then inverse selection, delete everything else. And then I'm going to extrude this out. Let's make sure this is facing right and data is not facing right. Shift in it. And then we're good. Let's auto shade it. Center of geometry, and then we'll make it smaller. It's probably like baking wrap or like saran wrap or something. Something. It doesn't look like a rolled paper towel. That looks super shiny. It looks kind of like a roll of aluminum or something. Let's pull this back. Oh, I gotta do. Double tap G, pull in, and then Alt to pull out. And then it's the giant roll. It might be too giant actually. Let's scale based on 3D cursor so I don't have to move it off the table anymore. Like that. That looks pretty good. Is it on the table? Oh, it is. Okay, so we're good. So I mean, there's like a pot. There's a milk carton, I think, back there. I don't really want to make a milk carton. I could just make a box, maybe. Okay, so it's 9:50 right now, so still modeling 9:50. What if we just start putting lights in, like just start actually trying lights out. And then we can go back to modeling at any point, really. Set a cylinder. Let's go back down to 12.
On the YouTube Music app, you can bump your fave songs in the background while you do stuff.
It's got like a thing here. Right now, because I want to make it match this, but potentially I'll mess it up. Like it'll look good from that angle, but then if I move the angle, it'll mess up. So
TV shows on YouTube. Get
let's
Stars, MGM Plus, and more.
let's kind of wait on doing that. This one has to be more centered and curved more like this. Yeah, it feels better. Maybe we need like a reference point while we're doing this, like... Okay, so I'm looking... The way this is covering the fridge is good. I can see more of the radio. His head is gigantic because it's a block. This chair could be rotated more. Let's try that. Let's just rotate this chair more. Maybe it's also not about like 100% accuracy. Maybe it's about recreating the scene at some point. I think the table's too high. I think the angle is slightly different too. So if you look at the countertop, so maybe we need to look at the biggest objects in the scene and ask if they're in perspective to based on what we are experiencing. So I'm gonna try to match the perspective of this giant cube of the. So you can see the side of this, you can see the side of that. It makes sense to me. What I'm trying to match is the top of the shelf. That feels pretty good to me. I think it's a closer cut. I don't know how I can achieve that. This looks gigantic though, this curtain. This curtain right here feels really big to me, so let's see if I can make that smaller. Separate that, and then we'll try to shrink it a little bit. That feels a little better. Maybe pinch this area. Yeah, it feels a little better to me. So one thing I noticed is like I could see too much of the cabinets on the left side. So I need to crop that out somehow, but I have the same image ratio as the reference, so how are they doing that? How are they getting that? Maybe they have lower FOV. Let's try that. Let's lower FOV a little bit, see if we can get that stuff out of the scene. Where are you, camera? So we're at 100. Let's go to 90. Okay, that made it worse. That made everything more in view. Let's go lower. I want to see what happens. Let's go 50. Oh my god, that's worse. Okay, let's go 110. Oh, okay. That's actually closer. And it actually pulled this out, and I didn't have to touch it. Okay. Yeah, that's actually really good. I could still see this, but let me see. This feels about right. That feels about right. This feels longer in the image. What if I zoom in on the camera? Why is it zooming out that way? It's actually, yeah, too high. But let's see. Let's try. Okay, let's try 150.
Find your favorite movies on YouTube. Get MGM Plus, Paramount Plus, Max, and more on YouTube.
Probably way here.
Find your favorite movies on YouTube. Get Paramount Plus, AMC
Would this be the right size? That's
Plus, and more
gigantic.
on YouTube.
It's like slightly higher. So those two touch. Yeah, that feels about right. Let's look at like where that's sitting. I'm looking at like if I Trying to match the left corner. This is with 55 millimeters, so I think that's close to human eye. Human eye focal length. I think that the table's too... Like, let's say she's cool now. And then we grab everything here. Yeah, we kind of move it this way. Maybe move this one more in here. And then this chair we bring back in frame. Let's actually delete it. I think I scaled too much, so let's copy this one. I think that makes more sense to me. And then this one kind of not scaling it, or just bringing it closer to camera. Something like that. Ouch. Did not mean to pull that. Ouchie. So it's kind of closer to the camera. It's like enticing the viewer to sit down. You're part of the conversation, kind of. What's interesting is their table cuts off right here, but my table keeps going. So I don't know if it's the shape of the table, or it's probably the shape of the table, honestly. They might have like a half circle, and window. We could blow out the window. Could do that. Let's do that. I mentioned it, so let's do it. Delete that back face.
Find your favorite movies and TV shows on YouTube. Get Paramount
Let's see, I'm gonna edit
Plus,
the
Max, and more on
the wall. Is this still Matrix? Let me double check. Oh, it is. No, it's Star Trek. Oh. I think I should stop streaming the music. As the more I stream, the more likely it's gonna get copyrighted, so I'll stop the music. Let me switch. I kind of want to listen to Dune soundtrack again, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so let's pop a hole in that wall. We could inset, which is probably the easiest way, so let's try that. So edit, select the face, eye for inset, and we'll just line that up there. Let's go to edge mode. That's actually easier than I thought it would be, which is cool. Let's see what we're doing here. Just line up with that edge there. Cool, I think we're good. And then I'm just gonna delete that face. Boom. Now we got a really deep window. And then we can make light come through later. Save. And I'm gonna, you know what? It feels really weird that it's like pitch black out there, so just for the sake of my mental comfort, I'm gonna put a giant plane there. Actually, let's just do a cube. So it doesn't look like a giant void, sphere of voidness. Let's do that there. And I'll just delete the extra faces I don't need. I could add that to my lock layer as well. And then lock it. There you go. So now it doesn't feel super weird. You still get like this reading more, which is interesting, this plane shift, so that's cool. I think I'm trying to work from left to right in the render. So kind of analyzing her angle, it's okay. Table, you can see the top of the table, that's okay. I feel like I would bring stuff down, but I'm not sure yet. Like it feels like there's too much space here. Like I want to just crop this off. If this is Photoshop, I would just crop it up, but I can't do that. What if we went up on the camera length a little bit? So we went like 60. That technically crops it. Maybe too much though, so let's see if we can adjust it. Bring back some of the stuff on the side there. Oh. Wait. Oh, okay. My reference was a little zoomed in, so I didn't see that. I'm trying to match this here. This corner feels really good to me. What else? So 60 does feel a little bit better, maybe. Just seeing if I could, this has a little too much space. This has, this feels about right now. Maybe this chair could be a little closer, a little bit bigger. This trash can could come over a little bit. This chair, what can I do with this chair here? Let's bring it a little bit closer to the viewer as well. Maybe it's angled up like this. This actually catches the light like really sharply, like right here, which is interesting. What's also interesting is if you look at the top of Neo's head, he has this rim light that's happening where you don't really know where that's coming from. So it's like it's suggesting a light source from like off the camera somewhere. I want to see, like, I want to mess around, like add rain of lights and see how to get that effect. Ugh. There seems to be way too much room on the right side of the composition too, so we have to figure out how to space that. The window, I think it looks too thick, so I go in there. Make it this little bit less thick. So I'm select these faces. Yeah, it's a little too far apart, so I'm gonna leave these alone. I'll just pull on the rest of them here. There's that guy. Trying to select the other one. There it is. Let's look at the image. Yeah, that feels about right there. The top's not really being affected, so I'm kind of leaving. Save it. What else? What else? This trash can I might move over again. This tabletop bugs me. You know what I could do, which is probably really bad? I could just sculpt it. So, sculpt mode. Just pull it in here. Tool. Let's see. Why is this not... Oh, I see. This is only updating after the stroke is done. I was like, why don't I see a change? Okay. Save a sec. Let's isolate it, and now we could sculpt it more. So let's try pushing it in. Let's see, topology. Okay, there you go. That's what I wanted. Let's see what that does. It's before and after. Still not enough. Let's bring it back to this point here. That's pretty good right there. And it didn't really ruin the shape, so we're good. I think that was a good choice there. Kind of forced it to be in frame. Oh, you know what? That made the leg stick out though. So we gotta go back and adjust that leg in there. Oh god, where am I? I'm gonna bring these back in more. Oop, there you go. And then I'll put this one out covering that corner. Nice. I might tilt it more. Like that. Cool. I feel like that's pretty good. Be right back a sec. Okay, back. I heard a noise, but I wasn't sure what that was. I guess something tipped over, but I don't know what it was. Okay. So kind of going from left to right. This trash can is causing me a lot of trouble. I don't know exactly where to put it. Maybe a little lower. Yeah, that feels good. It's kind of getting this. And then it goes back to him. Did I just move the camera? I did. God. I need to make sure I unlock it. Damn it. Interesting issues to solve. It's like that, it's like the Blade Runner, when, what's his name again? The guy who played in, Blade Runner, it's like, yeah, damn it. Maybe this doesn't need to be there. Let's delete that and bring this stuff over more. Yeah, there you go. That's what needed to happen. What's his name? Let me look it up. I kind of want to listen to the Drive soundtrack now when I think of him. 2049. Ryan Gosling, yeah. When he goes like, yeah, damn it. Oh, thing's frozen. Oh, okay. My shoulder keeps cracking. Oh. Okay, so we moved that over. That looked good. We got some interesting like ambient occlusion, like shadows, or not ambient occlusion, is it? Yeah, I guess it is ambient occlusion. Shadows down here. We don't have tiles on this wall. It's hard to tell where the corner is on this image, but this feels good. Let's like unlock it so I don't accidentally move it again. I guess the good news is it feels generally better. There's too much space here, honestly. I kind of want to grab it and move it down, but I think it would not work. Yeah, we could move it ever so slightly lower, I think, so let's try that. It's like ever so slightly lower. Well, let's move this too. I'm looking at like you know what? Something else doesn't work. I think the camera needs to be tilted more. Like the camera needs to go this way. Yeah. The trash can needs to move again. God damn it. Make it move this one over more too. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that feels pretty good. The stuff happening down here doesn't match. I think the way the legs are oriented are different than what I did, so... But I think that's kind of a minor detail for now, so I'm gonna ignore it. I think I want her... I think I want her smaller. Not that small. I want her to come forward more. Yeah. It feels good. Let's add tiles to the other side. It'll be real quick, so. Duplicate this guy. Rotate him. 90 degrees. Where is the thing? Oh. Let's poke it through the wall. I probably should have done all of them, but that's okay. I could copy paste it. So. Why can't I zoom in closer? That's weird. Let's turn on auto depth here. That might help me. Yeah, auto depth. Okay, cool. Okay. Let's try to replicate them here. Just kind of matching it by eye there. Cool. Save. What else? What else? I feel like their window is more squashed than mine. So I might do that. Grab everything here. Just squash it. Maybe using like the deformers might help me here. Let's mess with the deformers a little bit. Simple deform. Oh my god, that's horrible. That's kind of not good. That looks kind of funny. I kind of like this. It kind of looks more cartoony. It needs more subdivisions, but that's kind of funny. Let's get rid of it for now. Just want to see what happened. Let's turn off auto depth again. Let's use this. And then I want to scale it and flatten it a bit, so let's see what happens to it. Maybe look ever so slightly flatter. Yeah. Kind of like that. I feel like that's better. Now there's too much space up on top now, I think. And the angle might be too extreme actually for the camera. So again, I think I want to change it a little bit. So let's try rotating back a little bit. I'm looking at this this angle. Rotate it back a little bit. Yeah, and then let's go a little lower. I want to try getting a little closer too. So camera, let's try 64. Kind of random number pick, but I want to see if that feels good. I'm using control and middle mouse drag to go back a little. I'm looking mostly on the left side here, trying to make sure that lines up for me. Yeah, it feels pretty good. This stuff's missing here. Can't tell if I could see the top of the... Let's try angling it. Let's think here. I moved it again when I didn't want to move it. Let's try angling it down a little bit, ever so slightly. So we see the top of this. It's very thin though. What if I use the 3D? Oh my god, it might mess it up though. What if I use the 3D mouse on this? Whoa, we get like really fine-tuned control. That's insane. Yeah, I was getting like a limitation with like the DPI of my mouse, but now this is just like wait. I remember lowering my DPI on my mouse on purpose for games, but what if I raised it back up? I purposely lowered it to 800. What if I put it to oh my god, that's way too sensitive. I always had it down to 800. But what if I go to No, I think this is way too sensitive. I don't want to mess with that camera. Let's see what messed with the camera down here. Does it give me more steps of control or no? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's worth... I'll leave it at 800. It's okay. I just wanted to see what that would be like. Right, let's try 1200 though. I just want to see what that feels like. So 800 to 1200 for DPI. It's honestly not bad. It feels kind of good. Let's try 1000. Yeah, it actually kind of feels good. I might leave it at 1000. Yeah. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. I'll change it back if I kind of something feels off. But I didn't really think about the space mouse for this. So you can do fine-tune control of the camera. I'm kind of scared to touch it though, because it's like so, like, I don't know which axis I'm hitting. Oh, it has like tilt, which I don't want, which is kind of, well, maybe, yeah, maybe actually adding tilt gives it some more organicness to it. Yeah, I guess, let's get closer. Oh my god, that's so cool. Looking at... I think the table's smaller. I think it goes back further. I think this goes... It feels like the mouse is like loose now. I think it's just... I'm worried though, like if it's too hard to control, so like it's jumping everywhere and I have to like stress my muscles to like focus in on a single point. I think that's the trade-off. So you have to like kind of really dial in where you're clicking because it's so sensitive that it could potentially be more work for your arm muscles and then ultimately more straining. The trade-off is it goes further when you push it. So you don't have to drag it as far to reach a certain point. So if you do a lot of back and forth far stuff, maybe this is better. I don't know, we'll see. I'll leave it at 1000 for now. I thought maybe my idea was if you raise the DPI, that it would give you more points of control. So like when I was rotating the camera, I noticed it would kind of step. And I was hoping there would be more steps, but I didn't notice that. So like right now, so if I rotate this camera, you can see it's stepping. Like it's like the limitation of like what the mouse is doing, I think. Where it's like, that's a step, that's a step, that's a step. I was hoping that would increase, but what was I doing? What was I doing? I forgot. What time is it? How long have I been streaming? Oh, we hit the 2-hour mark. Okay, so we'll probably wrap up pretty soon here then. And then we'll switch streams. We'll stop this stream and restart it and then work on the female character again. But before that, let's see if we can adjust this table. Where does it feel right? So I want it between them. What if it's further back and further this way? Like right there. A little bit higher. That's too much, I think. This is gonna not work, but like, what if I rotate it this way? It shows more the tabletop that way. I'm kind of forcing the perspective. I don't want to do this, but it kind of looks better to me. What if the table's really shitty and it's just one of the legs are shorter? That's my reasoning. My excuse to show more of the table. It's so trippy that this doesn't feel like it's there on the camera, but it is. Let's unlock this so I don't mess it up. This one needs to move again. Man, this trash can is like never in the right place. I want this taller. So it kind of creates a tangent and like kind of merges with that shape up there. Pull this down more. What else? This one, maybe it's a little smaller. More centered over here. There's actually a division right here. That doesn't happen in my I guess we could do this, so I can combine these. We could kind of force it to be the correct size here. So I'm looking at the render. It's like right here. That actually kind of feels okay. Well, I mean, this is gigantic now. I can move this stuff over. Like, let's see, grab all these guys. Let's grab this edge too. Oh god. What's happening? Okay, combine those, edit. This face. Okay, now it moves, yeah. I'm gonna move this one in more so it's not crazy big on that side. Combine those, edit faces, and then move these. I'm gonna try to even this out more. So it's not so one-sided. These guys, I'm gonna move over. Like that. Cool, that looks better to me. That's massive though, that's a huge cabinet door. Okay, that's enough. I think we're gonna move Keanu Reeves in this trash can tomorrow. This trash can has been hard to replace. What to do with that trash can? It's interesting, like why does that trash can just never always need adjustments? Don't understand that. This looks too big now. Bring it in a little bit. Maybe this comes forward more, that's why. Yeah, maybe that's why. There you go, that feels better. This trash can, okay. I need to stop working on this one for the day. Yeah, there you go. So that's pretty good. That's not bad. I feel like it's screenshot worthy, so I'll snap that. I'm gonna save, and then I think yesterday I forgot to save like the last bit, so certain things were like offset. I'm not really sure what happened, but I gotta make sure I save. Triple save. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna eat something maybe, and then I'll restart the stream, I think. So we'll see. I'll be back.